$21.
Oh, great. Welcome back to the side.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. A city of opportunists. A city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. A city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world.
2005 Toyota RAV4. 7,500 bucks.
A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see. In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective at ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger,
I
14
didn't play
Adam
my
en route.
mafia. I was installing it.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's
You
some
didn't
kind
hear
of
what I
check.
said.
Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
I said it was the reason why I got it because my game on demand always used to friggin' load all the time. And yet when I had it on disc the first time, I never heard friggin' one loading at all.
Took place down
Because it was installed.
We have the Vic.
That's what I'm saying. And the person I watched on the video even said that themselves. They said he said he had it on demand also. And he went and bought on disc because the thing used to load all the time on it. So when you have that disc and you install it, even though the game installs and the application data installs, by installing that other part that installs to the game, you don't get the loading stuff in it.
Happy hunting.
The demand one doesn't install like that.
This is a fist pump.
They just installs the game and the application data, and that's it.
Just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out.
Man, not my book, it ain't. How what the person said. So he had no problem. He said when he put the disc, he has no loading anymore on it. It loads when it first goes on, and then that's it. Then you don't get no more loading anymore. So there were times I was driving around doing the stuff I was doing, and it was loading. I'm like, what the hell? What is it loading for?
How you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, fellas.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. Plus, in a way, tell you the truth, the freaking game looked better on disc in the first place. The graphics look freaking better anyway.
How the hell did you see that?
Even somebody said that too themselves.
I'm going to see if I can find a way up there.
All right. Don't hurt yourself.
I see the difference on my Xbox disc. I actually saw the difference on my PS4 also when I had it originally, my disc. Don't forget, I see the difference because I got a PS4 Pro, so. That does for me.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. Two rounds fired, and instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
No, I said, well, I found out one thing about one thing, so. I also watched a person on a video do this. The reason why what they did. That's how to get one thing I never got.
No harm in doing some digging.
If you never wanna crash in the car, you freaking let your partner drive through the whole freaking game. Then you get a 5-star rating the whole time. The only time you drive is when you're doing the chases. But even if you're doing a chase and you hit a car, the car that you're going after, you still get the 5-star. But otherwise, if you're just doing cases, you let your partner do it.
You can drive.
So otherwise, you crash and burn. I always freaking crash my car all the time. Neither do you, so. Yeah, sure you do. Yeah, okay. I drive better in my Mafia than I do this game. I never was good at driving, even in my 360 or my PS3 one even.
Model 27 registered Magnum. Chambered for 357. Nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it.
Sold it.
You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Look.
You're my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
It's in there.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder. 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime.
Time.
Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home.
He's home.
Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Can you drive to this one? Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Yeah, right. All right, let's go. Are you playing your Mafia again?
Here's a 2014 Toyota Camry LE for 24,000 miles for 14,000.
Schroeder, Apartment 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn. Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be.
Might be.
What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind.
Mind.
Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer.
What the f? Hold on.
What's going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way.
Ralph.
You're not taking me down for this. You ready, tough guy? Huh?
Ralph, you all right?
Hey,
I'm fine. I hardly
felt it.
He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
And
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
What?
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Yeah, of course. Well, probably like 3 o'clock.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this
Well, that's the time to eat on Thanksgiving.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you! You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe.
I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the 3 fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All 3 of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD.
This bus is for men who want to fight.
Yeah. Oh, so what you're saying is you'll be on at night.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identified, code 3.
We'll take that.
Take that.
It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Find some cover! Stay in cover!
Get out of the way, jerk!
Getting hammered here, Phelps! Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
Chance, copper.
Stay down.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear. Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner. This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Interesting people. Very interesting.
Cole Phelps, Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy.
So what are you having all from turkey, Thanksgiving? Turkey and everything?
Quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car. Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
BD.
Screw yourselves. Why, you... He's hiding in the alley! Bowers! Hold it right there!
There.
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
You don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
No.
Stay the hell away from
Wait
me!
from me. I'm not doing that, so.
There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
Time.
It's
Yeah,
over,
well, you're
Bowers.
under arrest, buddy,
You
so
assholes
come on,
already
back
screwed
here,
me
boy.
once.
Give it up, Bowers!
No,
There's nowhere left to go!
No.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Oh, yeah?
How you doing, Wendell?
No.
Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you.
You
can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Back in high school? Yup, he did.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
What a dick. People, I mean, Kelso is such a dick.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body,
clear from the body, please.
Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance, and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, oh.
You got here quick. My beat crosses 7th Street. Okay.
Hey.
You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight. A crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
C. Galetta. layaway receipt, pearl earrings, made out to Bank of Arcadia. Shell casings. These look like 32s. FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
All right. Yes. Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps. Miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis.
Galleta.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
You're lying, Miss Coletta.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store.
I did it.
He showed me a lovely watch.
Very
Mr.
easily.
Gage
My mother got it for me for Christmas.
Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Possible murder suspect.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want?
Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then three very quickly close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Okay, gun store first. You're driving, so I don't know what the heck you're doing. So.
You're behind the wheel. Officers Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help. You know the way. You can drive.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Come on. Come on, baby.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Get in the way! Girl.
Kalu, get back here!
Waitress.
Mercy. Stop or I will shoot!
Yeah, I did it!
Edgar Kalu.
Who?
You're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you.
Did she
the
come
one you
in?
never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night.
She didn't? No.
The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from.
No, I was going to use my MLSG money.
To interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad.
Actually, that was the good one, because I had not many games on the damn thing. I never bought a lot of games on
Good man.
So if I would have bought my Walking Dead on demand on that profile, it would have been
opportunity,
would have been the only thing bought.
And best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming.
If I was going to go,
if
I was going to that one, I wouldn't have.
Bring me a confession,
I wouldn't be
Phelps.
keeping the other one. So
this is your chance,
Phelps.
Don't fail me.
Fail me. Of course, eventually I would have when this membership when this profile expired at the end of December, I would have bought the membership for that one.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead.
But then I figured, what the hell? I don't really want to get rid of my 2K17, so.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming.
Yeah, and then I thought about it and I said, I'm already champions. It would be stupid again. I have to start all over. That's totally different. Yeah, well. Okay, that's good.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Oh, no, I can't? Really? Mm-hmm.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
I am spraying my LAO. What are you talking
Gage
about?
hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to
I'm
sit here
doing
and
it
listen
over
to your
because I
dribble?
never got the 5-star, freaking 5-star cases. I was always crashing all the time.
Butt snatcher. You and that stump Gage.
Till I found out what the guy did on the video, how he get 5-star cases all the time. He let the guy drive all the time.
He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to
Who
ruin
the
my
hell is
business
that?
for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Plus, not only that, having 2 profiles stinks, so. No, it's true.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advisor.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
Well, unlike one thing you don't have to worry about if you don't want to do one thing for this game.
You'll find out.
They did like 360. Remember when you got all the papers in 360 and you got achievement?
Housekeeping.
On this one, the guy did it. He got all the papers. He didn't even. There's no achievement for it this time on this one.
Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop.
So if you don't want to get the papers, you don't have to.
Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
You don't have to look. You know, it's up to you.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Quiet.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Burkowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Burkowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with 1 case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
The bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle.
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it. They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gasworks and Signo Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct. So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Burkowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. I went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant and fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home, did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No.
You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
No, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the 3rd time you've told me.
That you, Bukowski?
Bukowski.
Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. You don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Crap.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps. Traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Doc?
Look.
Detective
Phelps. Phelps.
What have we got?
Got
a lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday? Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood. Brand name might give us something to go on. Happier times, I guess. "32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?"
Here. No.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it. Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
Nate Wilkie. You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker?
Darker, like it is now.
Darker,
I'd say.
Look dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. You're done here. We'll head over there now.
Black residents. I don't know what you're doing, buddy, because you're driving, so. Do what?
You know the way. You can drive.
Unbelievable. Ah, so you gotta wait for your December when you go to the mall for your birthday, and so you get your book with it.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Yeah,
Just
what?
a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. Oh, we can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe
Yeah, but
your
you said
husband may be
your
injured.
GameStop
We
has
found a
50
pipe
copies, so.
on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no.
And besides, you said that nobody will ever get the book because they don't use the book much.
Mean anything to you, ma'am?
See, GameStop will never have to
Yes,
worry. You'll
it
never have to
does.
worry. So
We just had a new water
she said a lot of people do it by instinct for the faces
Whereabouts,
and stuff.
Mrs. Black?
Or go online or whatever.
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
I had one person I watched on the video for Xbox Play. He didn't even have the book. He read everything on a computer.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Well, here's something good. President Trump and First Lady Melania are bringing back the nativity scene that was banned by the Obamas.
Good.
To my
Presented
Adrian.
front and center in the White House, the
This
theme
thing
is
gets
Christmas
more and more
traditions,
interesting.
making Christmas great again.
Yeah, that's because they got the kids in there.
Not only that, because they're not a bunch of fucking
Muslims.
piece of shit Muslims.
This must be
They
Adrian's.
have a real American in the White House.
Yeah, right.
Stenzel. So the glasses are a match. Kavanaugh's. So who brought this
cat
home?
who takes half his food. Oh my God, he steals his food. Well, you don't look like you need it, buddy. You look like a
Maybe
fat
Adrian
pig.
was a patron.
Give it to the cat.
Her and I should have that
Tell him to
dress.
starve the poor thing. Even the dog wants some. Oh my God.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Pig.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
1247. Help, detective.
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's bar.
Really, you said you were going to get the game, and I was going to give you until you did, but like you did when he first got on 360. Remember? I did it for you for that way. Oh my God.
Well, I was stupid. I gotta feel wait. You come on all the time to feel play the game. You're dumb.
I'm always on. You don't want to would have to wait until you came on, you mean?
No use leaving the thing half finished.
What are you talking about? Because I was busy, I was out. That's why. Otherwise, you know I'm always on, so you're the one that's never on right away sometimes. I'm on during the day, and then the other day you said, "Oh, I'll be on after lunch." You never even came on.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's.
I was waiting for you. You didn't come on till after dinner.
Huh.
And the night before you said, "Oh, I'll be on early after lunch." Oh yeah, right. No, when the hell? Oh yeah, I had to go to Walmart. Yeah, I went to Walmart. We had to get food.
I'm all right now, detectives.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig?
Pig.
Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What were you saying?
Tell.
You got what? A long what?
It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Whole week of what?
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that.
Yeah, of course you got a whole week. Yeah,
I told you what I know about the picture.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, you didn't.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
You can drive.
He's good looking.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
Hold on.
No, you don't.
Hold on, people.
You looking for someone?
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
Say, could I borrow
Frank
some
Morgan?
of that mascara?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
I have a proof. Let's see. Receipt for live hog.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle. I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it! Or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you. He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up. You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
Hold on a second. What the hell?
Can you drive to this one?
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, folks. Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Apartment 2.
Oops, wrong way.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Stop right there,
It's
Adrian.
over, Adrian. Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder.
Hold on a second. What the hell is that thing? Huh. That is friggin' weird.
Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Yes, 1, 2, 2, 5. Yes, 5 stars, baby. Awesome. All right, this is where I'll be. Now, let's see the real test, people.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
This is freaking weird.
Apartment 2.
Yeah, I don't know. They definitely changed this some way. Because it's not... You know how you remember when you used to beat the case?
LAPD detectives, Mr.
And then
Black.
it saved.
You're under arrest.
And then if you quit the game, it went on to the next case the next day.
I'm really sorry about
and you resumed.
I never tried
you
to hurt
resumed
anyone.
the game. You have
I
to
just
start
needed
over.
to get
You
away
have to
from
start
LA.
at the last point that you were at
won't put
before
up
you
with
could go on
struggle.
to the next case.
Let me get
Even
my
though
thing.
it's saved and the case was over. And it said case closed.
Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian.
It was never like that on 360, that's for
Mr.
damn
Black,
sure.
get back here
Actually,
now.
no. It's not like that on my Xbox. Because once you friggin' finish the case, it friggin' case closed, and that's
It's
it.
over, Adrian.
You go on right, and if it saves, and you quit, then you automatically still go on to the next case when you resume.
No, it just got a whole lot harder.
PS4, I don't know
Adrian
what
Black,
that.
You're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
I didn't do it right. I caught the guy. And it said case closed. It did save. It was saving right after the case closed.
Case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot.
It was saving.
You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Yeah, that's what I was good. That's what I did when we went to counsel. The next case is counselor's car, and it was saving. See now here, driver's seat done, case closed. 5 stars. Now saving. See, saving. There it goes, and then it goes on to counselor's car. Yeah, but before I did that, then Now, if I resume it again, whatever, it'll go back to the same area again.